Harris, you're telling me you're supporting, you're one of the 99 percenters from New York, is that correct?
I am my affiliation with Occupy is from Zuccotti Park in New York City, yes.
Now, how did you end up down here?
Well, sorry.
Take your time. Take your time.
No. Been coming down here for the last 5 or 6 years.
Okay, and so what brought you to this event today?
Well, I am a occupier, 99 percenter, I guess is the term, and I was told that Newt Gingrich was going to show up today.
I think that's true. I think Newt is actually here today, and he's going to be here in a few minutes.
Well, okay, that's fine.
Yep.
I do have one question for Mr. Professor Gingrich, or Dr. Gingrich.
You have a question for Newt?
Yes, I have. Because he's a history professor, he can answer this question. How many times did Ronald Reagan raise taxes, okay, as a president?
Newt, did you hear that? If you are watching this later on, the question is how many times did Ronald Reagan raise taxes as a president? And I think he's going to have the answer. Do you have the answer to that question?
Of course.
Are you going to give it to us? Or?
No, I want Professor Newt Gingrich in the next debate to answer that question for the American people. Now, I understand Ronald Reagan is the so-called savior or the
Did you know he was an actor, Ronald Reagan?
Of course.
I mean, did you ever watch any of his films?
No.
He wasn't that good.
I heard The Monkey was better.
And probably, did you think he was good as a president? You were around back then.
Right? We are still paying for his policies.
For Reaganomics, right? Is that what it was called?
We're still practicing. The Republican Party and the Democratic Party are still practicing Reaganomics with a slight interruption from President Bill Clinton.
And what was the interruption with Bill? Are you talking about the indiscretion?
Practicing Reaganomics. We were practicing Eisenhower economics.
So Bill Clinton took Eisenhower's sort of formula for economics and put that into his policies, is what you're saying to me?
Exactly. There was a quotation from Bill Clinton in the Oval Office saying, "You know, gentlemen, we are practicing Eisenhower Republican economics." And his advisors looked around and they said, "Yes, so it got this country out of a deficit, out of debt," and this has total involvement with Newt Gingrich because, after all, his so-called contract with America. Okay, parts of it were...
Who signed that contract?
I didn't sign the contract.
Right, usually with a contract you need signatures, so there's really no contract unless we sign it, correct?
No.
You didn't sign it.
Agreement. You don't have to actually sign something.
So you were not present at the signing. I just want to be clear about that.
You're talking about the original contract with America?
Correct.
I have had to live under that.
Right, but you don't agree with it.
I'm not trying to argue history. I'm more concerned with what is happening now.
Sure.
I mean, look, if we're going to talk about history with Newt Gingrich, then if we place everything into history, his private life becomes history, his relationship with his mistress.
Right, let's talk about that.
No, I'm just, look. See, the thing is, Newt Gingrich brought it up in the first place, so I'm not in charge of the rule book, but hey, he brought it up. He's fair game. He was a hypocrite.
He has two or three mistresses, if I...
Actually, let's talk to the Christian fundamentalists in the audience.
Are they here?
No, I'm...
I thought you...
Christian fundamentalists in the audience. There's 10 commandments. One of those is thou shalt not commit adultery.
Which one is that? Which number is that of the commandments? Do we know this?
6 or 7.
Okay, good. That's close.
I'm not... Now, you have to remember, we're talking religion right now.
Right. No, I'm with you.
Now, look.
But let's... I mean, more...
Wait a minute. No. Come on now. We had a Catholic president.
Yes.
Don't yes me. Yeah. John F. Kennedy was one of the greatest presidents. And a matter of fact, I don't remember him because I was 3 years old. Okay. But the point is...
Good memories,
he was
nonetheless.
A good for America still will always have fond memories of President Kennedy.
And he got Marilyn Monroe. Let's not forget that. I mean, that's a positive. Come on, you gotta give me that one, right?
Been proven.
Well, I mean, we know they dated. That's a pretty good get. When you say. I mean, if you had a choice.
Okay. Let's go. If you ask my personal opinion.
I am sure.
Chasing women around, some of our best presidents throughout history have been accused or are bona fide womanizers.
Sure, but if you were going to chase one woman, I mean, right? You're with me on that one. We're both men talking here, right? Marilyn Monroe would be pretty much up the list, right? Come on. She was, I mean, you know what I mean? Classic.
But, okay, yes, but the point is, Marilyn Monroe, okay, I'm not really a Marilyn Monroe fan.
Ooh,
well,
okay.
It's a generational thing.
Sure.
I was born in 1960, and so Marilyn Monroe, I mean, you know, we don't even start, I didn't even start getting interested in girls until I was about 12. I'm sorry.
Wow, 12. Well, that's pretty early.
It's about normal for most
Right, that's what I was going to say. That's early. That's actually...
No, that's actually normal for most males.
Where's that? Because I did not get interested in girls till later on, so... Where's the? Now I feel a little inadequate. Where's the bar for that? I don't even know. Is there a book where the normalcy is stated for men? Because you're kind of talking bad about me right now, and I don't want to. You know what I mean? I mean, if that's normal, then I started a lot later. But that's all right.
According to Freud,
you are very well read.
According to Freud,
so. Tell me exactly, specifically now. Who do you support?
No one.
You're an independent, or you're not a voter.
The Occupy movement does not support any candidates.
So then how do So then how do we affect change? How do we make that change happen if we're not supporting anybody? Who's going to make that change for the Occupy Wall Street group?
The people.
So we're looking at a revolution, a takeover?
We're the 99%. Revolution, a takeover.
Well,
no,
because it seems like we would win, right? If we're 99% and they're only one, we should have a lot more people, right? I mean, we should be able to storm in there and take that small percentage out of power.
We are non-violent.
Sure.
Non-violent. Now, are we opposed to revolution?
That's a tough one, isn't it?
No.
Okay, terrific. You heard it here. Thanks for joining us on Quite Frankly. Thank you so much, Harris, for joining us today. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Thanks.